Zoe's departure storyline in EastEnders after her dark past comes to light. Viewers of the BBC soap witnessed Zoe reunite with her long-lost mother Cat Moon last week in an emotional encounter, but the moment was quickly overshadowed when she was accidentally caught in the crossfire of a fight between Jack Branning and Ravi over a stolen gun. As she fought for her life, flashback scenes revealed that during her 20 years away from Walford, Zoe had become a mother to twins, a daughter who tragically died during labour, and a son whom she later placed for adoption. But the secrets didn't end there. After confessing to Cat that she had a dangerous rival bent on revenge, fans were stunned to discover that Zoe's past was linked to Max Branning. Now discharged from hospital and back on the square, Zoe is still reeling from the shooting, convinced her enemy was responsible, though police have ruled it out as a deliberate attack. Tensions rise further when Zoe clashes with Vicky Fowler over her role in covering up the 2005 murder of Vicky's father, Den Watts. Following the row, the Slater family rally around her at the Vic, but her spirits sink when she learns that Freddie Slater and Mo Harris gave a local newspaper details of her ordeal, leaving her afraid they've unknowingly painted a target on her. Later outside, Zoe makes a call to someone from her past, hinting at more revelations to come. Fearful she could endanger her loved ones, she decides to pack up and leave Albert Square behind. But Stacey Slater overhears her plan and steps in to persuade her otherwise. In a heartfelt conversation, Zoe confesses about a man named Greg, revealing they once had a violent altercation and she fears he may be dead. Stacey urges her to face the truth and find out for certain, but will Zoe take Stacey's support or disappear from Walford all over again? EastEnders boss Ben Wadey praises Phil and Nigel's beautiful bond and reflects on tragic story. EastEnders boss Ben Wadey has spoken at length about the moving friendship between Phil Mitchell and Nigel Bates in the BBC soap, describing their connection as beautiful and deeply relatable to many viewers. Fans will recall that earlier this year, Phil made the life-changing decision to step in as Nigel's carer after his close friend was diagnosed with young-onset dementia. The storyline has been praised for its sensitivity and realism, as it highlights the struggles faced by families when a loved one begins to lose their independence. For Phil, the timing of Nigel's diagnosis also came at a particularly low point in his own life. Earlier this year, the character was shown battling depression, with his mental health deteriorating to the extent that he attempted to take his own life in February. While Phil's struggles shocked many fans, the show has explored how his friendship with Nigel has been a lifeline during his darkest moments, giving him a renewed sense of purpose and responsibility. Speaking exclusively to RadioTimes.com at the National Television Awards, Wadey was asked about what lies ahead for the two men. He said, "There's so much for us to explore there. It's a beautiful friendship, and Steve McFadden and Paul Brennan play it so brilliantly. And I think the audience, as well as myself as a fan, really invest in watching those two together on screen." Wadey continued, "At its core, it's a tragic story of watching your friends slowly, disappear from you. And I think a lot of our audience relate to that on a very personal level. So many families across the country have been touched by dementia, and when you pair amazing performances with powerful scripts, the result is that people genuinely connect with the story we're trying to tell." Steve McFadden, who has played Phil Mitchell since 1990, also reflected on his work with Paul Brennan, Nigel Bates. "Me and Paul love each other to bits as well, because we're very good mates off screen. We're very fond of each other, and that bond helps massively when we're filming such heavy material," he said. McFadden went on to explain how much portraying Phil's mental health storyline has meant to him personally. "In all honesty, I just get the script and do the best I can with whatever story I'm given. But this particular story obviously touches a lot of people. There are so many out there who feel they don't have a voice, or that people won't listen to them. To be entrusted with a storyline that reflects their experiences was an honor for me." He added, "I'm really glad it landed as well as it did. because it's clear from the feedback that it resonated with people and had a massive impact. That means the world to me, and I'm chuffed to bits that it struck such a chord with the audience. The future for Phil and Nigel remains uncertain, but what is clear is that their storyline will continue to balance the warmth of friendship with the heartbreak of inevitable decline, a combination that has already left a lasting impression on viewers. Ravi to be attacked in shock whodunit twist, predict EastEnders fans. EastEnders viewers are convinced that Ravi Gulati could soon find himself the target of a dramatic shooting as part of a future whodunit storyline. The local drug dealer has been making enemies across Walford in recent weeks, from accidentally shooting Zoe during a violent altercation to blackmailing Jack Branning over the incident. His behaviour has stirred up chaos not only for Jack and Denise's marriage, but also for younger residents of the square. Ravi has pushed Harry into selling drugs against his will and further angered George by allowing dealer Oki to use Kojo's flat for a cuckooing operation. With George being fiercely protective of his brother, fans are questioning how long it will be before he retaliates. At the same time, Harry's patience is wearing thin under Ravi's constant intimidation. With so many people holding grudges, speculation is mounting that Ravi is in serious danger, and that another shooting could soon rock Albert Square. After the latest episodes aired, fans flooded social media to share their theories. Some suggested that the show may be setting up a classic Who Shot Ravi storyline. Who Shot Ravi storyline could be really good. I wonder if this is a possible plot for next year, Avani possibly being the real shooter. The suspects could be Jack, Denise, Priya, Max, and they'd probably throw in a legend like Phil or Ian, wrote one fan on Reddit. Another joked, "It's mandatory that Ian is a suspect in all the big whodunits." Over on X, one viewer added, "I can't deal with Ravi just going around the square getting one over on people. A Who Shot Ravi storyline looms." Jack and Ravi's deadly feud escalates. The speculation comes as tensions between Jack Branning and Ravi continue to spiral. Jack tried to frame Ravi, prompting Ravi to turn the tables with blackmail, leaving both men locked in a bitter standoff. Viewers fear their war could end in tragedy, with one or even both men at risk. Adding to Ravi's troubles, his criminal bosses recently sent him a chilling message. After Ravi announced plans to quit the drug trade, Oki delivered a package containing photographs of his children, a sinister warning that he's being watched and must continue dealing or face devastating consequences. One fan summed up the growing sense of doom. "I'll be honest, I see Ravi or Jack dead by the new year." Another agreed, posting, "This storyline does scream exit material for someone." With enemies closing in from every side, the question is clear. Is Ravi living on borrowed time? And will Walford soon be rocked by its next big whodunit? EastEnders airs Mondays to Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One and BBC iPlayer.